Hello and welcome to another episode of Wild Mouse. I'm your host, Taylor Bartle, and my guest today is a fellow podcaster. He is one of the hosts of the History Boys podcast. Welcome to the show, Jerry Nash.
Indeed. Thank you very much. It's cool to be on like a different podcast, but I can kind of like mix in some like my history sort of nerddom into something like this too.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Yeah, so when I first kind of put out a call to arms for this podcast and said, I'm looking for people who want to talk about anything theme park related. I got a lot of people who suggested, mostly Disneyland stuff, some Universal Studios. Some people wanted to do like carnival rides. And then you threw out Lagoon.
Yes.
From Farmington, Utah.
Yes. Lagoon it's outside of Salt Lake. And if you're a Mormon, or if you live in Idaho, like southern Idaho, you've probably been to Lagoon before. Because that's the biggest theme park near there. Silverwood is up in North Idaho, so it's a little different. But yeah, Lagoon. If you're not from that area, that little area, you probably have never been, maybe not have even heard of it.
Yeah, I had never heard of it, although I'm seeing it now. It's been around since 1886. Is that right?
Yeah, and like, people would get out, and there's a lake there that they kind of built it around, and people would get out in like canoes and kayaks and like paddle around. People would swim out there, and there were concerts there way back in the day, and everybody from like the 1940s, I want to say, played Lagoon.
So like, what kind of stuff did they have in the 1800s?
It's a lot like you paddle around. It's more of a venue. At least Lagoon, it was more of a venue. I know that there were roller coasters. I'm not sure if like the big one that's still there was like their first roller coaster, and they got it pretty dang early. But I know that there were roller coasters back in the day where you could like ride on a horse or something, and you would go zipping up and down, and it looks horrifically dangerous. But they had some pretty tame things. It was mainly like for concerts, way back in the day.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm seeing their first roller coaster, which was called Roller Coaster.
Simply Roller Coaster.
Opened in 1921.
Yeah. And it's still there. It feels like when you're on it, it feels like it's from 1921.
It just feels dangerous.
Yes, just dangerous. For sure. But I want to talk specifically about two of my favorite rides when I used to go there as a kid. And they are Terroride and Dracula's Castle. And they're right next to each other. They're like catty corner to each other. Like you can look over your shoulder and see the other one. If you're standing in front of either, These were my favorite. I just psyched myself up to go in them when I was a kid, because they're scary, But they were my favorite.
You're speaking my language. I love spooky stuff. I love haunted rides and haunted attractions. So wait, is it a Mormon park? Like, is it run by Mormons?
Probably. I mean, everything in Utah is.
Right.
Probably. But, like everything sort of in Utah, it's probably run by Mormons, but Mormons do have this thing about keeping, like, business secular.
Okay.
I don't know. It's a thing with them. So it's not like it's an overt Mormon, this is the Joseph Smith ride, it's nothing like that. But especially these two rides, they really kind of push the envelope on what is really acceptable at a family adventure park.
Well, yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's kind of where I was headed, was like, how scary could a Mormon-themed
Right.
Like Heck House really be like.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the thing is they were designed, both of these were designed by a very famous dark ride designer. And he was kind of known for having really brutal set pieces, and they called them stunts in dark rides. You know, when things move and you know it's cued with lights and audio of some kind. But there'd be like a person in a like a table saw in some of these. You know, it's like Jesus. You
Wow.
know, yeah, and like strangely sexual too.
Really?
Some of them, yeah, like, and you know, his rides are all over the place, all over the United States. If you've been in one of these old dark rides, chances are they were designed by this guy. And this guy is super interesting. This is like kind of my like history boys thing like kicking in.
Yeah.
Because this guy who designed these, his name was Bill Tracy. And he's pretty interesting. He was born in 1916 in Toledo, Ohio. And this is the type of kid he was. Like, he talked his mother into taking him and his sister to the insane asylum to like visit there. And like his sister said, even like later on in life, like that was the most terrifying point of my life, was going to this insane asylum. But yeah, him and his friends got busted one time doing a seance in a graveyard. You know, that's this type of guy. He you know, he went to boarding school all his life, boarding school, prep school, military school, before serving in the army, you know. But after that, he became a sculptor, like a pretty renowned sculptor. And, you know, by all means, he was an outgoing, definitely flamboyant man. And he lived in a place called Sarasota, Florida.
Okay, I've heard of it.
Yes. Sarasota is interesting because that is where the Ringling Brothers have their off-season headquarters.
Okay.
Right? So the circus, basically, it's a circus town. Like, circus people live there. And he started making their decorations and, like, backdrops and things like that for the circus. So he got pretty big doing that. And, like, eventually, you know, he was creative director for Ringling Brothers, Barnum and Bailey, which is great. He also built Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade floats.
Really?
You know? Yeah. He's very famous for that. He had a contract with Macy's to do that. But it wasn't really until this is their real name, the Pretzel Amusement Ride Company hired him to make dark rides, to design dark rides, that he got into that. And he, you know, he's made some like weird things. Like, you used to live in New York. Are you familiar with Fantasy Island?
Just the TV show.
Okay, yeah. I guess it's on Grand Island, New York. Fantasy Island. And they used to, you know, it kind of like a roadside attraction thing. They put up this big Jack and the Beanstalk thing that kids could like take pictures in front of and stuff. And he designed that. And it's crazy looking from back in the day. I think it's gone now or totally defunct now. Most of those types of things are. But yeah, like he designed both Wacky Shacks.
What is it? I don't know what Wacky Shack is.
So the two famous ones are, one of them's in Pennsylvania, one of them's in Wichita, Kansas. And they're called the Wacky Shack, and they have like optical illusion rooms, you know?
Okay, so kind of like a mystery spot?
Sort of, yeah, like there's glowing lights and optical illusion rooms where people look like really tall in one section, really small in another, you know.
So funhouse, basically.
Yeah, like a really cool funhouse.
All right.
Yeah. Pirates Cove in Ocean City, Maryland, very famous one.
Yeah, I've heard of Pirates Cove. Never been, but
Yeah, he designed that.
the whole thing.
I think the whole thing. Like even the outside with the pirate, or at least does it still have the pirate on the outside? Do you know?
As far as I know.
Yeah, yeah. He designed and built all that stuff, and he has kind of a style too. But yeah, most of his rides, you could buy them out of catalogs. Like if you owned an amusement park, he'd send you a catalog and you could buy them. They took 4 months to build,
And they just show up on big trucks, or
Yeah.
so basically he's a carny, essentially.
Kind of. And some of them, like his really good ones, he went down and built himself. But some of the later ones in the 60s and 70s, they shipped it to you, and it was kind of like IKEA, they had you build it. And so a lot of these rides weren't totally, they break down all the time.
And you built it all with just one little Allen wrench?
Yeah. Yeah. But they're complex mechanisms, some of these things,
Yeah. You probably should have some kind of degree in engineering to build them.
Yeah, or, and then they run them all day long for, day in, day out. So, yeah, they break down a lot. They even, some people even accused him of being a bad engineer. That's that really, I don't know if it was meant to be working like that over and over,
And like you said, who knows if it was built correctly? It was probably put together by some, stoner 16-year-old or something.
Exactly. Yeah. The kid that gets the summer job at Lagoon,
Yeah, exactly. So, I see Terroride looks like it opened in 1967. It was the first of the two.
Yes, and that one, it was a later dark ride in Bill Tracy's career. The Dracula's Castle was actually posthumous. It was posthumously done, so it was out of the catalog. Something that Terroride has. I mean, those two people that look out of the windows. It's a skeleton and a lady.
Looking at a ride through here. Yeah, there's the facade is basically a castle,
right?
And there's two big spires on either side, and there's these big windows that with shutters that open.
That's Drac. Okay, so Dracula's Castle. Okay, yeah, is sort of similar in that it looks like a castle. But Terroride, has those big shutters, and a lady comes out of one of them, and
she's supposed to be a witch.
See, I never really knew.
And she's got green skin, but otherwise she just kind of looks like a person.
Yeah, she has that mid-century modern appearance to her. If you look at some of those mid-century modern drawings of Vampira or something, they kind of look like this lady. I remember just staring at them going back and forth and and just being mesmerized, and they've moved stuff around in those rides too. So it's different from when I was a kid. At the very end, when I was a kid, there was this giant ape. And that moved to their pioneer village, and then I think it's now in Dracula's Castle.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's an odd place for it, but
yeah. I mean, there's a lot in Dracula's Castle that why is this in Dracula's Castle?
I also love that the letters on the Terroride sign move back and forth.
Yeah, they go back and forth.
It's very jaunty for a Terroride.
Yeah. And there's a vulture when you first get into the cars. There's a vulture that threatens you, I guess. Tells you not to put your arms and legs outside of the ride.
Okay, he gives you the safety spiel.
Sort of, but it's they're gonna get cut off if you don't, or something. It's more of an outward threat,
yeah, okay. Real briefly, I want to just talk about the cars themselves, because they're kind of almost Doom Buggy-ish, but without the the high back, obviously.
Right. So the cars themselves, those were also created by Bill Tracy. And they kind of came in different styles. But the first cars they had when it opened were coffin shaped, which is really cool. Yeah. The ones in Dracula's castle are actually they're modeled after a car, and they kind of deny it, but it's pretty obvious. Oh god, I didn't write this down, but they're modeled after like a certain European car. Something else that's fantastic about Terroride is it has the quintessential dark ride banging door entrance.
Oh yeah, the entrance, I'm seeing it now. It's like big. They look like big heavy doors. I assume they're not actually that heavy, but they look like big steel or something doors, and they have skulls on them. They have light up red eyes, which is really cool.
Yeah, and like the car, I don't know, like when the car hits it, it feels pretty heavy. It hits it, and then it goes through it, and then it, pa-chunk, closes behind you. And that's totally by design, to kind of like scare you, right away,
Yeah. So in this video, you go through those doors and then you go through a second set of doors. And in this video, there's a person standing there. Is she part of the ride?
So I noticed that in that video too. And I was like, what is she doing there? It's just somebody that works there. Actually, I will say though, in the early days of Terroride and Dracula's Castle, there were live actors that would pop out and stuff. Yeah. Way back, in the 70s and stuff. So that would have been pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty wild, because then you have no idea. Like, they could move around and go to a different spot, so it's not like you can memorize the ride or anything.
Right, yeah, it could change every time. Yeah.
And we got to clarify, this is Terroride, not Terror Ride.
No.
It's like terrorize, but with a D instead of a Z.
Yes.
It's one word.
It's one word. Yeah. No spaces. Yeah.
So it looks like after you pass the lady in the khakis,
right.
You go through a room with some light up eyes.
Yeah. That this is something that Bill Tracy did too on a lot of his rides, was he'd paint like ultraviolet paint, and then using UV or black light to create depth, and I guess to make it look spooky, but so that's you see a lot of that kind of stuff, and in a lot of those like ride throughs it's kind of hard to see. I mean, it's in the name Dark Ride, but it's kind of hard to see because like the light source a lot of the time is UV or black light, that's hard for a camera to pick up on.
Like this one, it says extreme low light, but it's actually pretty good. I think pretty easy to point stuff out, at least so far.
Right. I remember as a kid, I don't think it's there anymore, because people used to get out of the ride and try, I don't know, to walk in this thing, but the car would go through a spinning tunnel that looks like a spiral. And I want to say there were people that were complaining that it would break down all the time and people would get out and like try to run around it. And other people said that when it broke down too, the thing would keep spinning and it'd make people sick. So, yeah. Yeah. But,
so the next room, it looks like it's like a foyer or some kind of living room or something of a haunted mansion, basically.
Right. Spooky spider type of a deal.
Very just kind of generic looking room, but that it's got some fake windows with lightning going off, and then there's a mummy.
Yeah.
Just, there's a mummy and a coat of arm, or a suit of armor in the same room.
Right. Yeah. Again, like the layman is putting these together, or somebody that's just like, well, I think the mummy should go in this room. So, it's all pretty haphazard and has definitely changed over the years too.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a fireplace, there's a spooky chair and a spooky couch, and there's a fireplace with a painting above it that I think is Dracula.
Yeah, just spooky paintings, and I want to say like they were painted in a way that it looks like it's following you. When you're actually on the ride, like the painting looks like it's following you.
Yeah, hard to tell in the video, but
Right.
also the suit of armor like jumps up.
Yeah. Yeah, like wiggles. Yeah.
I didn't realize it wasn't standing. It was in like a crouched position, and then it just stood up. And yeah, like you can clearly see the wires. And yeah, it just kind of stands up and just like, whoa.
Yeah. This is the charm of a dark ride. Like, what it reminds me of in the extreme is Goofy movie, where they go to that like roadside attraction with all like the
with the
mechanical possums. Yeah. Because
who's your favorite possum?
Because it shows like, yeah, people used to think this shit was awesome in like the 60s. They loved this shit.
I mean, you said yourself you had to gird your loins before you went in. Like,
yes.
But how old were you?
Oh God, 7, 6.
Okay.
I think the last time I was there, I was 12. So it's been a while.
Okay.
It's been a while.
So then there's also a lamb's head on the wall, which does not do anything. I thought maybe it would like talk or
yeah.
But no, it's just, look, we killed a lamb.
Yeah. I think a lot of this has to do with just the whimsical nature of this, like, Bill Tracy's guy's sense of humor too. Like, in one ride, the person that it was for, like, I think it was Kennywood in Pennsylvania. You heard of Kennywood?
Yeah, I thought it was like a Kenny Loggins version of Dollywood. It is not.
That would have been beautiful.
Yeah, Kenny Loggins has nothing to do with it whatsoever.
He needs to buy it. He needs to slap his face on it. Maybe get a Roasters in there as well.
That's right. That's Kenny Rogers.
Oh yes, Kenny Rogers. Yes. Let's
Kenny Loggins. The slogan could be "Playing with the boys."
There you go. Yeah, there you go. But Bill Tracy had this disagreement with the guy over the ride or something, and he put in something that's called, now is referred to as the fickle finger, and it is a skeleton grabbing some jail bars, and it's clear that he's flipping off, like his middle finger is out and he's flipping off everyone, and this is sort of like a joke to like get back at them, but it's still there, and he would kind of do this like weird random shit, and he kind of thought it was funny. Like, that was just sort of his sense of humor. So like when you see like a lamb on the wall, like, I think your reaction is natural, is to be like, what?
I'll be honest, that's some shit I would do.
Yeah. You'd have
like, hey, I got this at Goodwill, let's just put it on the wall.
Yeah, right.
Just, why? What's that show? I don't know.
I don't know.
Cool.
It would be funny.
People be like, what?
Yeah. Two people are going to create a podcast one day, and they're going to talk about it, Yeah.
So after this living room, you turn the corner and you just go through a giant hole in the wall.
Yeah.
There's no doors or anything, just a giant hole in the wall, which apparently leads to, looks like a prison.
Yeah, and there's like different things in the rooms. There's people, there's like arms, or I seem to remember like arms reaching out and stuff. And in each one, it's something a little different. I do think it's funny, like some of them, there is a mechanism in there that is clearly working, but in other ones, it's like, oh, they painted a picture of a skeleton.
Yeah.
It's like there's a picture of a skeleton in this one, whereas there's like an animatronic in this one.
And then there's a really cool effect. Looks like I think it's a skull projected onto some steam or something.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah,
so far that's might be the best piece of technology they've had in this thing.
it's
because that's something Disney does a lot.
Yeah, that's probably the extent of it. That's probably as impressive as it gets. There is a mirror where you look and you can see ghosts in the cart with you as well.
So who did it first?
Hard to say. I don't know, because I think there might be, is there an obviousness to that? I don't know. I don't know. Like, smoke and mirrors tricks,
Yeah, I mean, most of the Haunted Mansion is just like old magician's tricks, so.
Right. Yeah, the floating head is probably the most impressive thing in the, or the head in the jar, right, in Haunted Mansion.
The Hatbox Ghost?
Yes,
yeah.
That one's really cool.
Well, they've updated the hitchhiking ghosts to where it'll like switch heads with you now.
That's
I don't know
neat.
how it does that, but that's wild.
We have the technology.
Apparently.
I mean,
well,
especially
they do.
Disney.
They have billions of dollars. They can do whatever they want.
Yeah. Lagoon's still getting by with this. Yeah.
So after you go through the skull mist display, it looks like there's a torture room.
Yeah.
And this is pretty dark.
Brutal. It was brutal. As a kid, there's like a guy strapped to a table and he's like screaming. There's blood everywhere.
There's an Iron Maiden.
Yeah.
There's somebody who looks like tied up over some coals.
Yeah.
Some hot coals.
It's like kind of shocking.
Yeah, and here's somebody on some kind of they're tied to a wagon wheel that's going around in circles.
Being broken on a wheel. Yeah, like that old, Spanish Inquisition torture device.
Yeah. Oh, and yeah, here's somebody on the table, and his hand comes up, or no, what is that? Is that an animal? Did an animal come out of his chest?
There's a rat gnawing at his chest. I'm pretty sure.
Is that what's going on?
When I was a kid, I'm pretty sure it was a rat. I don't know if
it might be a rat.
Yeah, like a rat gnawing at his guts or something.
I just saw it pop up. Yeah. I'm not sure what it was doing, but yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
This ride scared the shit out of me as a little kid.
This is actually a lot darker than I was expecting. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. And it's really funny that, it's like Mormon kids that aren't really allowed to watch, The Simpsons, let alone,
yeah, right.
all of a sudden they're in this ride,
So then you go through a door and you're in the catacombs.
Yeah, like a bunch of skulls on the walls.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which, when we were in Paris, my girlfriend was like, "Do you want to go to the catacombs?" And I'm like, "Absolutely fucking not."
Oh man, see, I've toyed with that idea in my head as well. Like, how would I go? Should I go? Would I get claustrophobic and want to run away? Yeah.
I don't care about the skulls. I don't care about any of that. But like being underground where there's no windows and there's no light, and I'm just going farther and farther in.
Right. And the walls are just bone.
Yeah.
It's not a good feeling.
Yeah. That when there's not exits every couple feet, that freaks me out. I just
yeah. It's not well lit. There's not like a big green exit sign.
Right. There's no neon. Yeah. There's no fluorescent lights.
Yeah, exactly. There's not like, some OSHA thing nearby, like there's not like a water fountain and like some modern bathrooms nearby. Yeah. Sometimes you'll find those in like modern tourist attractions.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of takes you out of it just enough though.
Yeah, I don't think there's any of that in the catacombs.
No.
But then all of a sudden, this looks like a black light pops up on this Grim Reaper looking guy hanging from the ceiling. Yeah, and I could see that being a pretty good jump scare.
Oh yeah, and when they do a lot of these jump scares, they do like a horn, like a truck horn, and like they all of his rides do this, but I think that ride does it like 2 or 3 times. Like it does it like a couple of times, where just it flashes a light at you and there's that big sound, or they'll play like something really loud just as it pops up,
Yeah, I could see that getting some people.
Certainly got me. It got me good as a kid.
So then you go through some spiked doors, like a dungeon door.
Yeah. Super
And,
metal.
and now it looks like you're outside. You
Yep.
go by a waterfall with some kind of creature on top. I can't tell what that is. Is it like a yeti?
Yeah, something like that. Like I used to call it like some beast creature.
Yeah, I can't really tell what it is, but it's got glowing eyes. It's definitely got fur.
Right.
But yeah, definitely some kind of beast. Yeah, beast creature.
Beast creature. Yeah.
And then there's a head hanging from the ceiling that it looks like is like a troll head.
Right.
Not like a big high fuzzy hair troll doll, like a
I'm trying to
like
think
Necrogoblicon.
Yes. Yeah. The gross looking troll, the hanging under the bridge troll,
Right, the one that you need to tell 3 riddles before you can pass.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
And then
What
you go
is
around
your
a
favorite
corner.
color?
Oh, there's a big flash of light randomly.
Yes, see, that's what I'm talking about. And that there's like a big truck horn when that happens.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's weird because there's nothing there. It's just a big flash of light.
Yeah. I think the goal is to make it seem like, oh, there's a truck that's gonna hit you.
I could see that, but then have 2 lights.
Right. I don't know. It blinds you for a second as well as deafens you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you go through 2 more doors and you're outside again, and that's the end of the ride.
That's Terroride. It maybe, I don't know, maybe, what is it, 2 minutes?
Looks like 2 minutes and 40 seconds.
Yeah. It's not very long.
And that includes the spiel from the vulture, so.
Yes. Now, Dracula's castle...
So wait, where was the ape?
Okay, so the ape's not there anymore.
Yeah, I know you said he's not there anymore, but where was it?
It was at the very end. At the very end, just before you go out the ending doors, the ape was, I believe it was to your right.
And was it, like, stationary, or would it, like, lunge towards you, or?
It was stationary. It was just a big stationary ape that was there. Maybe its eyes glowed. I can't really remember. It's kind of fallen into disrepair these days.
Did you say that's what freaked you out the most? Was the ape?
No.
Okay.
I just said, it kind of leaves you with that lasting impression of the ape. But the ape, they moved it, to somewhere else.
I wonder if they moved it because people were like, "What was with the ape?"
Yeah, right. I think it might be a reference to the Edgar Allan Poe Murders in the Rue Morgue, but it's like to 90s kids, eyes. They don't know anything about that. They don't know about Edgar Allan Poe, like one of his lesser known stories.
Yeah, like they barely know like the Raven and stuff like that.
Right. Yeah, it's like Raven, Telltale Heart. If you know Poe, in passing,
Mm-hmm.
You probably don't know Murders in the Rue Morgue.
Yeah, I think most people don't.
Yeah. There's a big ape that is, it's like a Sherlock Holmes story, and they're trying to figure out who's cutting all these people up with a knife or whatever. Turns out it's an ape that has a razor. And how do you stop that, right? So, yeah. It was spooky for the, early to mid 1800s.
Yeah. People had a very different sensibility then.
Right.
Okay, so I'm very curious why just 7 years later they decided they needed another spooky dark ride. And you said right next to it?
Yes, yeah. Catty corner to it. Honestly, I think it's because Terroride was pretty damn popular. And Dracula's Castle was also extremely popular when it first opened. One of their top rides, I guess. But I love their slogan. It'll scare the yell out of you.
That's pretty good, actually.
Right? They really skirted those Mormon rules.
I kind of hate love that.
Yeah. Right.
I mean, Lagoon's slogan is, "It's what fun is."
Yeah. They have to keep reminding these people, this is fun.
Yeah. It's like, I'm not having any fun. Oh, but you are.
Oh, yes,
no, this is what fun is.
Yeah. That said, Lagoon is a really good time. They have a great log flume ride, too. Honestly, one of my favorite log flume rides is in Lagoon. Their River Rapids ride is also better than the Disneyland River Rapids ride.
Okay,
I'm saying it. I'm saying it.
Might have to bring you on for another episode to like you can be our Lagoon correspondent.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So Dracula's castle has like the same facade basically.
Yep.
It's very castle-like, although like it's got this overhang that almost just kind of looks like a cabin.
Yeah. And there's a lot of like weird, like they made them look like stone reliefs. There's a lot of stone reliefs in Dracula's castle, and there are references to like ancient Sumerian culture and Egypt, of course, and like I believe there's even some like Viking runes and things like that in there on the walls. So people think it's probably nothing, to be honest with you, but people think that there's like a message to be decoded, off the walls and stuff in Dracula's castle. It's probably a bunch of nonsense.
Well, I mean, from what you've said of Bill Tracy, I kind of wouldn't put it past him.
See, I there's enough of it there to warrant the possibility,
Yeah.
But I don't know what it all means, Maybe, again, he's just having a laugh,
Yeah, that could be too.
Yeah. I will say the Dracula that's in the spire of Dracula's castle.
Similar to Terroride. They've got two spires with one's got Dracula, and then there's a person in the other one. I can't tell who that's supposed to be.
Yeah. So those figures have changed over time. That Dracula that is in the spire now used to be in the room that's supposed to be Dracula's bedroom, I guess. But I think there's a like Frankenstein's creature in that room now.
Okay.
Not that it looks any different, but they moved him out there. I don't know why. They move things around all the time.
Oh, it's a werewolf.
Yeah, that's right. The Wolfman is up there. Yeah.
Yeah, and it'll scare the yell out of ya.
Yeah, it'll scare the yell out of ya. You gotta say it like the old-timey.
Yeah. And it's O-U-T-A. I feel like outa is O-U-T-T-A usually.
Right? Yeah, that's what I'd say too.
O-U-T-A-Y-A. Outa ya.
Yeah. Very old-timey. I love it.
I also like this sign. It's like purple and like has the name in cursive, and it's very kind of fancy.
Yeah. This is the upscale dark ride of Lagoon.
These cars are wild.
Yes. Okay, so hold on. I gotta look this up real quick.
I definitely see a resemblance to some kind of almost like a DeLorean.
Right? Okay, hold on. So Lagoon's website is fantastic. They have a lot of really good information on here about like the history of their rides. I fell down multiple rabbit holes while I was on there. But yeah, it's modeled after. Hold on a second. I gotta look this up. I should have looked this up before we got on. Here we go. Okay. It's modeled after, people think, the Reliant Bond Bug, which is an English car.
Okay.
Right?
I've never heard of it.
Here, let me send you this. It's pretty damn close. Like, if you take the top part off, like the top part lifts off. I think it's a 3-wheel car. And it really looks like this little tiny car.
Well, like this one's wild because the front flips up for you to get in and then like comes back down on top of you.
Right, just like the car, like this little English car. Like, I think this car's a 3-wheel car. And I think the car in the Dracula's castle also is meant to look like it's also a 3-wheel car. So I just emailed you a link. Yeah.
So is the one in the ride 3 wheels, or is it?
I think it's made to look like it is, because I don't think those wheels are actually functional.
The ones on the outside, like in the back there.
Yeah. I don't know if they're actually functional on the ride. I think they're just on a rail. Like the whole car is on a rail.
What a goofy looking little car.
Yeah. And yeah, I mean, it looks close to that. You know?
I kind of want one.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But yeah, like, what? Why? Like, it doesn't fit with Dracula's castle at all.
No idea. Yeah, there's nothing that fits with Dracula's castle. An English car? Should it be like some Romanian car or Hungarian car?
When you were like, oh, it was made to look like a car, I was like, what, like Dracula? Like,
right. I mean, that would be that would be a little bit more fitting than this little English 3-wheeled car.
Yeah, so strange. So then, you go down like a long hallway. Very kind of, it's like stone walls and stuff to look like a castle. And then there's, again, the big heavy doors. Very kind of carnival haunted ride. What do they say on the doors? See if I can read this here. Danger, no smoking, no open flames, danger, high voltage.
Well, at least they're honest about what they don't want you to do.
Yeah, I can't tell. Is that like legit or is that ride kayfabe?
Right. A little bit of column A, column B, possibly.
I like as soon as you go through those doors too, there's a big green Nexus sign like we were just talking about.
Yeah, right. Takes you just out of it,
Yeah. And then it looks like you're going down a hallway with some paintings.
Right.
I can't tell what any of these paintings are.
They're spooky, like, family paintings. Like,
okay, I see one.
Family.
I see one of Dracula. One looks like a haunted house. Looks like one of, like, maybe the creature from the Black Lagoon or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's stuff
one
like
of them
that.
lit up.
Yep. And, their eyes might follow you. And I think they a couple of them mechanically follow you.
Oh. So does this one do like the car horn noise too?
Yeah, it does that. It does a couple of things that are just quintessential Bill Tracy trademarks, It's not, I don't remember it being as brutal as Terroride. It wasn't nearly as bad. It was more like you're kind of visiting Dracula's castle, and there's like universal monsters in there,
But for legal reasons, not universal monsters.
Yes. It's like lake creature, werewolf man,
Frankenberg's monster.
Yeah. I think you could do Dracula and Frankenstein. It's a little outside of.
Yeah, that's got to be public domain by now. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm very curious about this next bit. You turn the corner after the light up painting, and then you appear to go into some kind of creature's mouth.
Yeah. Which is so old timey. Like, this thing was built in 1974, but it's like that kind of shit is like that's early 60s, late 1950s kind of stuff. Like going through like a big mouth, Yeah,
but it also looks very Tim Burton.
Right. It's yeah. I mean,
and then I don't know what's going on. Are you going through a rib cage?
I never really understood it either. It's just a long hallway, right?
And then there's like pillars or something that go all the way around, just arches all the way down. It almost looks like it's supposed to be a rib cage.
Yeah, like, and it has that optical illusion sort of effect to make it look longer than it is. some of that stuff in Dracula's castle, I never really understood either. Like, to be honest with you, I liked Terroride more than Dracula's castle as a kid. Just because Terroride seemed like as little kid Jerry seemed more scary to me than like, okay, this is like Dracula's castle, but it doesn't make a lick of sense.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and then you come up on, I guess this is Frankenstein's lab.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there's a monster in there, and then I can't tell. There's some books on the table, and maybe some.
And there are books about like anatomy, things like that. There's lights and stuff.
Yeah, there's two big green lights.
Yeah. And
this very high tech animatronic monster that just kind of shakes.
Yes.
And almost looks like he's air humping.
Yes. This and I believe that is pneumatic technology. That there's an air compressor hooked up.
That sounds right.
And it like that's why they like click a lot when it's because air is kind of blowing underneath these like movable pieces.
There's really no point of him moving at all.
No, no, there really isn't.
Because he moves so little, and you're there for such a short amount of time.
Yeah,
that it really is him just kind of like shaking, and you're just like,
yeah.
Oh no, is he alive?
Well, we'll be gone before he is. He used to say, Bill Tracy used to say that like the reason why like a lot of the people inside these dark rides have like exaggerated expressions is because he's like, you only really get to look at it for like a couple of seconds, and then you have to digest what is there, and then the ride moves on. So like it's all obvious stuff, and it's in a place to make it just obviously digestible.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So you go past the lab, and it looks like you see the Headless Horseman.
Yes.
In a graveyard for some reason.
Yeah. So the Headless Horseman wasn't always there. They put him in later, and they've moved the Headless Horseman around a couple of times throughout its life.
I can't tell, is the horse like dead and decaying, or is that just the ride is falling apart?
See, that's a good question. I don't know if I can answer that question. Maybe again, column A, column B.
Yeah. I do like that there's just a graveyard in the middle of the castle.
Oh yeah, you're inside now.
That's very like high school haunted house.
Yes.
It's just like, yeah, you just go from room to room. There's no flow.
No, there's no. Each room is different.
Yeah, this is now you're in the clown room. Whatever.
Yep. I was the clown in the clown room, by the way.
Yeah?
Yep, when I was in high school.
I was usually a guide when I worked at the haunted house.
Oh, nice.
Which is my favorite.
Yeah.
I did have the time when the guy wanted to fight me.
Oh, wow.
Because there was a room
tried to fight you?
It had a bunch of masks and gloves on the wall.
Uh-huh.
And there was like one or two that you could actually go behind the wall and put your face in the mask and your hands in the gloves.
Right.
And so this guy was just standing there with his back to me, and I just kind of tapped him on the shoulder.
Uh-huh.
And he turns around and he's like, "Who the fuck did that? You're not allowed to fucking touch me. What the fuck are you doing?" He's like, "Come out here right now." So I just like pulled my hands out and walked away.
Yeah, like, no, so I'm not gonna come out.
He's sitting there yelling at an empty mask and a hole in the wall.
Oh my god, that is hilarious.
He was so mad. And it's like all I did was tap him on the shoulder, and he was just like, "You're not allowed to fucking touch me."
Oh, that is hilarious. I never had any of that. I never had any of that. Thank God.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't in a place where I was visible where he could have actually done anything. If he had tried to punch me, he literally would have just punched the hole in the wall.
Into the air.
Yeah, he would have punched the mask back into the wall.
Right.
Which I really would have wished that like someone was filming him and he did that. He was like, "Oh my god, there's no one there."
Freak him out even further. Yeah, after he's broken his hand against the wall. Yeah.
Okay, so you go around the corner of the cemetery, and there's the ape.
Yep. Okay, so the ape's in Dracula's castle. All right, cool.
Yeah, you go past the ape, and then there's a person on a bed or a bench or something, and something popped out of him. I can't tell what that is.
Yeah,
There's a lot going on right here. This
Yeah.
this is a very busy scene.
There's a lot of stuff to see in this one, from what I remember. Like, you could ride it a couple of times and look around and see different things.
Yeah, like especially this particular area. There's a lot going on. Like I said, there's somebody. It almost looks like it might be a hospital or some kind of doctor's office, and there's somebody being operated on or something.
Yeah.
And then
yeah.
off to the right, there's another cemetery.
we got several cemeteries here for better reception.
And there's some kind of creature. I can't tell what he is. He just goes by real quick.
Right.
There's another just random light.
Yep, and I guarantee you that's a truck horn.
Yeah, it looks like it would be from what you've described.
Yes.
Here's some coffins. Is that a Grim Reaper?
Yeah. There's people coming out of the coffins, right? Or lifting the coffin lids.
It looks like one of them's got a skeleton in it. Yeah, this Grim Reaper or whatever it is like leaning out.
Right.
And then you go around a corner and there's a guy in an electric chair.
Yep, and he's gonna shake the same way Frankenstein did.
Oh, is he a skeleton? I think he's a skeleton. Yeah.
Okay. So he doesn't shake. I thought
he does kind of. It doesn't look like he's being electrocuted. It looks like he's just kind of rocking back and forth.
Yeah, okay. Maybe it's easier to pull off.
But you go past that, and right past that, looks like another ape that sticks his head out.
Right. Not the ape.
Yeah, no, this one is actually an animatronic one.
Right.
And so that's a pretty good gag, actually, like right behind the wall, because you don't think there's going to be something immediately after the electric chair.
Yeah, and pops out. Yeah.
I'm assuming there's a noise there probably too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, now this is cool. There's a long hallway with different arches, and they're like angled differently.
Right.
And they're all lit like kind of black light. And again, this is very Tim Burton-y.
Right. And it's kind of off kilter. And there's mirrors involved to make it look super long, right?
Okay, yeah. And like one of the beams breaks as you go under it.
Yeah.
There's a rat or something up there.
Yep. And it's all it's green, right? It's that like
that black light green.
Yeah.
And at the end there's a skeleton wearing a hat.
As you do.
I can't tell what his deal is. Is he a train conductor? What is this hat?
He's a jazz man. I don't know.
Oh, I think he's a miner. I think it's supposed to be like a mine.
It's a mining hat?
Yeah, I think this whole thing is supposed to be like a coal mine or something.
Yeah, coal mine inside the house as well.
Yeah, of course. Obviously. And then there's just more coal mine. It says help on one of the beams.
Yeah.
Now, who is this at the end? Looks like another skeleton riding a skeletal horse, and it's all lit up red and yellow.
Yeah.
And it's behind glass, which is weird.
Yeah, I like how some of these are just it's a painting, it's a drawing of a skeleton.
Yeah.
And it's like okay, like I just saw like this crazy animatronic back here, but sure, a painting of a skeleton.
It's like, well, yeah, we spent all the money on the animatronic. This is
right. Yeah.
Now looks like now you're in a cave. There's like stalagmites and stalactites.
Yeah, whichever which way those go respectively.
And something in the wall. I can't tell what it is. But it looks like there's some kind of red lights in the walls lighting up something.
Yeah, it's like the red eyes of some creature.
Well, then there's something that looks like they're in like a case, almost like they're being displayed, but I can't tell what they are.
Yeah, and I also remember as a kid being like it kind of whooshes you around things, and it's like, I didn't see what that thing was in there, Like, there are things about these, especially these two dark rides, where it's like, I don't know what that thing was that I saw. Yeah. Like, it's not that it's like it's some monster that I don't know how to identify. It's like, no, I legitimately can't tell you what was over there in that corner.
Right, yeah.
It was a mess of things.
Like, I don't even know what I saw because I didn't actually see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and these, ride POVs, it's a lot of the same thing. I think they're just, pointing the camera forward, so they're not looking side to side.
Exactly. Yeah. It's a different experience for sure.
Yeah. So then you go around another corner, and there's just, I don't know what's going on here. There's a wall, like a stone wall, with a giant skeleton in it.
Yeah.
And some, like, skeletal fingers coming out, and then there's bats.
Right. Because, of course there is. It's Dracula's castle.
Yeah. There's gotta be bats.
Yeah.
And now you're in a mortuary?
Yep. We haven't gotten outside yet. You do go outside for a second in this ride.
Okay. So yeah, you're in, that's what it is, mortuary, right? With all the drawers?
Yeah, a morgue.
Morgue, yeah.
Yeah, a morgue.
Let's see, some of the names here. Haunted Locker? Oh, Haunted Locker,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah. See, this is... Yeah.
Hugh S. Tooby? I don't get that one. Hugh S. Tooby. Hugh S. Tooby. I don't get that one.
Who is to be? I don't understand. I don't understand.
Know. The one right next to him was Phantom.
That's pretty good.
Mort U. Airy.
Yep.
Don T. Oppenmadror.
That's like not even a last name.
Well, it's hyphenated.
Right.
And right above it is just I tripped.
I tripped.
What is this? Apparition.
Apparition. Yeah.
DC East.
Yep.
Deceased. Sam E. Terry.
Cemetery. Yep.
I was abducted. Could you imagine if your last name was Zubducted?
Zubducted? Yeah. My name is Chaz Zubducted.
This one just says Dearly Departide.
Yeah. A little close to apartheid for my taste.
A little too close, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, now you go through a tunnel. Looks like now we're heading outside, I'm guessing.
Yep.
Very dark, very long tunnel.
Is this the spider tunnel?
No, it's just a stone tunnel. Okay, now looks like more. Is this more catacombs? No, it's just stone, not skulls.
Okay.
And then that's the end of the ride.
Weird. Because I want to say there was a part when I was a kid it was like a spider tunnel that you went through. And there was a big spider that like dropped down. Like it looked like it was dropping down on top of you.
Oh, I definitely didn't see that in here.
Yeah. That's okay. Well, that one seems like it's honestly changed the most from when I was a kid. Terroride, they changed a couple of small things, but it's otherwise pretty much the same. This one seems pretty different.
Really?
Yeah, honestly. Pretty different. And again, I liked Terroride more, but yeah, like I do kind of remember the morgue. I remember a couple of things about it, but I could have sworn there was like a spider tunnel in there.
That sounds cool. Like, I'm surprised that they would get rid of that.
Yeah.
But keep the ape.
Keep the ape. No, hold on to the ape, you know. And the ape went to, like, Frontierland for a while, and they had him at Frontierland.
That's weird.
Yeah, and then, like, no, he has to go in Dracula's castle now.
Obviously.
Like, okay. Yeah. I don't really understand the logic behind a lot of the choices made in Dark Rides, but I think that's kind of the charm of these things, you know?
Yeah, I mean, like I was saying, this one feels very, like, county fair haunted house ride.
Yes.
Where they just kind of threw stuff in there that like, seems spooky.
Right.
It's like they just rated Spirit Halloween on November 1st and got whatever they could.
Right. Yeah.
and just threw it in there. It's like, oh, rubber bats.
Yeah.
Awesome. Score.
Oh, yeah. I got like 25 rubber bats in this like plastic bag. Yeah.
I got 25 gallons of black light paint.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, again, that's a 1974. Bill Tracy was already dead by that point. Although I do think it was built in April of 1974. Bill Tracy died in August of 1974, but he didn't. His last known dark ride was, I believe, the Wacky Shack, in Pennsylvania, but or maybe it was Wichita. Anyway, it wasn't the one. He didn't personally like build it or anything like some of these honestly more famous ones that he has to his name. But it's the only Bill Tracy rides I've ever been on, and I definitely understand the sort of, I don't know if schlocky is the right word, but like, it's that sort of appeal. Like, it's really kitschy,
yeah,
in a very specific way, and I really enjoy it now. That whole aesthetic.
So how popular? I know you said that Terroride is one of the most popular.
Used to be when it first
It used
opened.
to be, okay.
Yeah.
How did Dracula's Castle hold up? Like, were they super into it when it first opened?
Oh yeah, they were super into it when it first opened. Again, I think it's changed a lot since then. I mean, even from 74 to when I was a kid, but it was very popular, absolutely. I do have one last fact for you. The 1988 TV show Werewolf. There was an episode, I believe it was only a pilot. I don't think it got picked up, but it was filmed at Dracula's Castle in Lagoon.
The whole thing?
At least a scene of it. I gotta imagine not the whole thing. That would be kind of oppressive.
I was gonna say, how do you make I assume 30-minute TV show out of a 3.5-minute ride?
Right. And it's like, ooh, look at the bats.
Oh, this room's got a skull.
Yeah. I don't know who was in that show, but you got like, I'd imagine like Lloyd Bridges or something.
Yeah. I'm not familiar with it. I don't know.
No. Here, let me look up if it has a IMDb TV show 1988 episode. Oh shit. It had a season, had a full run.
All right.
Maybe even 2 seasons.
Huh.
Which is
surprised
interesting.
I'm not familiar with it.
Yeah. Chuck Connors is in it, he was in The Rifleman way back in the day. And John J. York, I don't either. He was a TV actor back in the day. Yeah. Brian Thompson was in it. Brian Thompson was in Mortal Kombat 2. Mortal Kombat Annihilation as the bad guy. He was in it.
Well.
Yeah. Star-studded cast.
I'll say, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was a fun trip through 2 right next to each other dark rides.
Yes.
So is it like, do you hit them both at the same time?
I mean, if you go to one, because like you walk into the park and it's kind of in the main square of the park. If you go right, you will walk past Terroride. If you go left, you'll go past Dracula's Castle. So, I mean, you may as well, while you're there. But I haven't been in so long. It's out of the way though. Like flying into Salt Lake and then driving to Farmington. Whew. But I had a lot of fun as a kid at Lagoon.
Cool. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's cool that you pick something kind of out of the realm, and it's not just another Disney ride or something. So, thank you for doing this. Like I said, if you ever want to come on and talk about anything else from Lagoon, you're always welcome.
Oh yes, absolutely, anytime.
Do you got anything you want to promote?
Well, of course, my podcast, the History Boys. History Boys spelled BOIZ. We're everywhere that you listen to podcasts. And we actually did an episode that loosely ties in with this, about Emmett Kelly, the famous clown. Made a bunch of figurines of. He used to work for Barnum and Bailey. He lived in Sarasota, Florida. I wonder if he met Bill Tracy at any point.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, who knows? But yeah.
And you guys got social media?
I mean, our Instagram, History Boys Instagram. We tell people to delete their social media. You could follow us there and whatnot. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have going on right now.
Cool. All right. So, well, thanks again.
Absolutely. And thank you. Thank you so much. This has been fun.
Yeah, like I said, you're welcome back anytime. So
Hell yeah. All
right, and thank you for listening, and we will see you next time.
Your attention, please. This episode of Wild Mouse has concluded. Make sure to rate, review, and subscribe on your favorite podcast player, and follow us on social media at Wild Mouse Podcast. Don't forget to visit the gift shop at wildmousepodcast.com. For exclusive bonus content, become a premium pass holder at patreon.com/wildmousepodcast. We hope you enjoyed your time, and will visit us again soon. Thank you, and good night.